Hello everyone. For my long-time viewers, you probably noticed that I've been teasing a Let's Fix video on Bobby Misner's Cape Town video for a while, and guess what? Today is that video.
Art is the closest we come to experiencing how a stranger feels.
Okay, so the video starts out with a little bit of an intro that he's done promoting his Candyland Productions, which is, I think, a company probably that his dad funded, and himself. It's a little bit of self-indulgence for him. He is trying to be deep with this weird voice filter that everyone does when they're trying to sound like retro, or like they're speaking through one of those old telecom things that they had in schools. But the problem with that is the visuals doesn't go along with it. It's these extremely edgy shots that don't go together, and that's got such a weird grain effect and filters over it. It looks like a 5-year-old did it on Microsoft Movie Maker back in 2002. And then he has the shot where he flicks a cigarette to the ground, supposedly being a rebel. Honestly, mate, you're a white boy standing on pretty tame grass with flowers and around a statue, probably of an oppressive person, so I don't think you know what it's like to be a rebel, mate. And then you get the second subscribe thing that he pops up. Like, mate, at this point it's basically you're tricking some people into subscribing you. This is like reaction times level bullshit that you're putting in your video, so look how he's packing this. It's like, it would have been more normal just to see a guy take a t-shirt, put it in a bag. You don't have to throw it and do jump squats. You're not a fucking frog.
Sorry about ruining the shot.
And then he does this thing where his friend walks out the video like, oh, look at me, I'm so quirky. I'm not like other guys, I don't know how to film. But the thing is, you don't know how to film. So maybe don't pull these stupid jokes when the rest of your video is just as bad as this guy being in your random shot.
You left your mom. You ran away from your mom for your dad's money.
Stay away from me.
And then his friend says something. That's honestly one of the most genuine things in this video. You ran away from your mom for your dad's money. I don't know his relationship with his mother, but just seeing the other video, that is the vibe that I get. So next he has this sequence of him going from terminal to terminal that's stretched out way too long. It's supposed to be him rushing to the terminal with him and his friend dancing and mucking around on elevators and escalators and moving sidewalks. I guess this is what a billionaire's son does, eh?
Traveling is something that has always been a part of my life. It is something that gives such a greater understanding for people and makes you far more self-aware and independent.
So he speaks about how traveling makes you self-aware and things like that, but it comes off so ham-fisted since he's the least self-aware person out there. Straight up, a lot of people hate this boy and he thinks everyone loves him. There's a lot of people like that in the world, but oh man, just read the room. And then he speaks about, by the time he was 12, he went to all these different vlogging places, and it just comes off as the most privileged thing anyone has ever said. While traveling is great and loved by a lot of people, it is a very big privilege to go travel anywhere. That is a privilege that not a lot of people get to live. There's people that never basically leave their surrounding area due to poverty, and you coming off as saying everyone should travel and how traveling is the way to go. Mate, you are a rich child. Stop pretending like everyone has the luxuries you have. You're going to South Africa now. There's so much poverty in South Africa that most of these people won't ever get to travel. So maybe if you're going to be doing a video advertising to South Africans, don't alienate yourself from them.
Away, bro. Welcome to South Africa.
And then he says the line that is making me make this video. He goes, "Over, bro, welcome to South Africa." Okay, so the term "away" is a greeting amongst the South Africans, and sure, foreigners use it as well in a bunch of videos and whatever, but it's honestly a very, very intimate and loving thing between South Africans. It's not just something you throw around. So the way most people use it is Awe Masakin, especially in the coloured communities, coloured being a race within South Africa, which is amalgamation of all the mixed races. Awe Masakin means hello, my mother's child. The indirect translation. It goes off to say that it's basically calling someone brother. It's a very big thing within South African culture, and it's a very big honor to be called that by anyone. It's thrown around a lot more these days, but it's still a massive thing that not everyone should be saying. You said aware brew, so this is obviously a very close thing to what they're saying, but would it be more appropriate for him to say, how's it brew?
Girls are beautiful, and the parties are wild. And of course, one of Bobby's favorites, fast cars.
Okay, so he goes to list a couple of things in South Africa. He missed out a bunch of things about racial inequality and the fact that we have the greatest economical divide in the world. Yeah, there's a lot of things he's missing out there. Also, in South Africa, when you get off the plane, you drive on the N2. The fact that he didn't show any of that is just mind-boggling, because that's a very big part of South Africa, and especially Cape Town. The slums in Cape Town are absolutely expansive. And if you want to see an outsider's intake into that, watch Dynamo's video where he goes into, I'm not sure if it's Khayelitsha or Guguletu, and it performs magic for these people, and honestly, you'll see a very different side to South Africa. You'll see a realer side, as he actually got to know these people, whereas Bobby Misner just rocked into Cape Town for a day and then buggered right off. Next, he has a couple of shots shot in what I can only imagine is either Woodstock or Cape Town. They look very similar. Just going off a couple of shots. Next he gets to the part of the video he actually did, which is to advertise a car lounge within South Africa. Car culture in Cape Town is absolutely massive. It's a very big thing among the coloured communities, using lower class cars like a BMW Mark 1 or a Honda Civic, and then modding those cars up to become absolute beasts. It's very little to do with like the supercars riding around like Maseratis or the Ferraris. While we do have a lot of those in Cape Town around the waterfront, it's not car culture. Car culture is very, very, I want to say, everyday cars that they push to the exception. That is car culture. So I know this isn't Bobby's fault, but I'm going to speak about it anyway. You're bringing someone from the States and you're letting them advertise a car lounge where you can rent out cars or whatever. Firstly, we have a bunch of celebrities in South Africa that people actually like and that would appeal to your target audience. While I won't be mentioning a lot of them because of their transphobic ideas and ideologies and the homophobic ideology of one special person, I won't be speaking about them simply because they don't deserve any more attention to themselves. Okay, and then there's the shot. So it shows you basically the entire floor and all the cars that's on here. These are supercars, these are luxury cars. This is not car culture in South Africa. This is not car culture in Cape Town. Car culture in Cape Town has absolutely nothing to do with supercars. It is about the going to Wembley on a Friday night, going to Saldanha on Saldanha weekend, which is a race drag event that happens about twice a year, that police have gotten so involved with at the moment that they didn't have one in 2019 or 2020. It is about going to Ottery Hyper to do car shows and about going to Killarney for track day, which everyone loses their mind over. And it is the most lovely community and one of the most accepting communities in Cape Town. They don't care about your race. They don't care about your sexuality. They don't care about anything. All they care about is what you drive and if you like their car, and if you like their car, they're pretty much okay with you. So yeah, do this. If you think this is Cape Town car culture, please come to Cape Town. We can organize a day and I will show you guys Cape Town. Next, he has a little speech with his friends that the audio sounds so bad that you might as well not have recorded it, just subtitled it. Like, I know my videos haven't always been perfect, but I've always put a lot of effort into it. This video has no effort into it. This is just him pissing around a little bit and trying to make some YouTube monetary money. And he didn't, because his video got copyright claimed. Next is just him grinding around in rich suburbs of Cape Town with this pretty nice car, in all honesty. It's boring. There's nothing in it. There's no investment from the viewer. And then he goes around a couple of bends in this, ignoring the fact that Cape Town is one of the best roads in the world that car enthusiasts take every single time that they come to Cape Town. They do these drives. Even the Top Gear crew went around it. It's called Boys Drive. It has one of the most spectacular views and some of the best turns in Cape Town. If you're gonna come here and drive, just go along Boys Drive. Even if you have to take an Uber to go along Boys Drive, it's worth the ride. It is so incredible, and that was absolutely ignored by Bobby Misner. He clearly hadn't done enough research on South African car culture in order to make this video, because if he had, he would have known about Boys Drive and he would have lost it to go after it. Next, he does this thing where he gets stopped by a cop. Honestly, this is really weird. It's a City of Cape Town police car. It is not a metro car, and it's not a traffic cop, which drive very different buckies or pickup trucks compared to the one that's shown here. Next, it shows him and his friend going off to ride in what looks like a street race, with a girl taking off her bra and using it as a race starter. Honey, oh honey. I honestly would like to know how much they paid her to do that, because she's probably a paid actress or something, and yeah, I don't know how people can be friends with him other than taking advantage of his money, so yeah. And then afterwards, it shows the subscribe again. So this is the third time he's shown subscribe in a single video. There isn't as much shelling for this, for subscribers on a Jake Paul video. Oh, it's so bad. It is so incredibly bad that I feel sorry for him. He plugs his Twitter and his Instagram, and honestly, very inoffensive. More of the scratchy handwriting that looks like someone took chalk with their nails and tried to write with it, and I think that's the aesthetic he's going for, ignoring the fact that it doesn't work. And yeah, that's his entire video. So how would I fix this video? I just wouldn't have made it, honestly. The problem with this is there's so much going on. This could have been split if you knew how to do it into two very different videos. A nice travel vlog into South Africa and exploring car culture and that, and then a paid sponsorship from these people into a very separate, different kind of ad appealing to the audience that it needs to. This video doesn't make me care about the archive, doesn't make me care about anything, doesn't even make me care about car culture in Cape Town. All this video does is promote Bobby Misner over everything else, and it's very, very bad. This video is very, very bad too, but at least I know what the hell's going on in this video. That video had no clue what is going on. It just starts off with him talking about art, and then he goes and travels to Cape Town, and then he goes and races a bunch of cars, and that's it. That's his video. It's like just him pissing around for 10 minutes and calling it a video. It's very bad. But if I'm being truly honest with you, the main way you can fix this. Take out that voice track, take out a couple of shots, just turn it into one solid advertisement video and show some appreciation to the people that pay you to do this advertising. You started a company called Candyland Productions that your father probably paid for, and these people are the people that are going to put food on your table. You didn't even say what company it was until 3/4 into the video, and that was just one line. You should have made it about them instead of about you. And that is Bobby Misner's biggest flaw. He's so self-absorbed that he doesn't see the world around him. He only sees himself. And the way he can fix that is looking in the mirror and realizing he's not the most important thing in the world, and he should be doing what he loves, which is video making, it seems, but doing it for the people that he needs to and not for himself. Yes, making some self-indulgent videos are great. Best Dressed did it recently for her ideas on to move, and she did it with a 8mm camera, and honestly it was one of the most beautiful things ever, because even though it was self-indulgent, she knew what she was doing and she was speaking to her audience like friends, instead of speaking to your audience like they're a bunch of people you're shilling out to, and they should be even grateful that you're talking to them. So I'm gonna end the video here. I don't recommend you watch the video. It is bad. Just don't. You gotta follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I'm not sure why you want to do that, but okay, they in the link in the description. You can subscribe. This is the only time I'm gonna tell you to do that in this video. I won't be doing a Bob Misner and telling you to subscribe 3 or 4 times in a video, so yeah. Anyway, hope you guys have a good day and see you again soon. Bye bye.